Oh, thank you so much, Fear. I appreciate that. What are you making? Okay. Oh. Oh my. So you're having... Oh, this is exciting. Homemade pizza with a nice side of salad and corn. It's corn! Oh, I don't know this song by heart. For some reason, I forgot it. Oh my gosh, what is the lyrics of the corn song? I ruined it. I ruined it. I was gonna sing it, and then I was like, oh no. I listened to that song so many times, but I managed to forget the lyrics. That looks good. What are you putting on your pizza? I was gonna make spaghetti tonight. And in order to make the sauce, I had to open the can, the sauce can, the sauce jars. But I have so much trouble opening them. Like I tried and again to open it. I only managed to open one. You thought that I don't cook? I can cook spaghetti. I can cook spaghetti. I'm not that I'm not that desperate. I'm not that bad. I can do the I can do the spaghetti. I can do the basics. One can. I want to open another jar, but like no matter how many times, so you know, like how if you have a hard time opening it, you take something with a big handle and you like tap on in the middle of the cover, so like it bends, so you have a better time to open it. I hit so many times. Now it's just like a big crater in the middle, and I still can't manage to open that jar. It's corn, a big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. We need a cooking stream one day. You will be so disappointed if I did a cooking stream. Y'all will be so disappointed. It's so bad. I'm so bad. Now you have to throw it away. No! Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh my gosh. That's so... I don't know why there are these games like at the bottom. Are they made by the same company? Maybe. Alright, is everybody ready? I still... my sister is gone now.
She was one of the fastest vessels that was ever built. The man who should be king of the English now, the son of King Henry, was on board when she sailed off. And with the prince there were 140 knights and many nobles, all on their way from Normandy to England. They say the ship hit the rocks, and then a fire broke out. Even before the White Ship had departed, the prince and his men had begun to drink and get violent. Monks that were meant to bless the voyage were then forced to disembark. Some say the ship had been cursed. The king's son and many of his family were pulled down into the Black Sea that night.
Wait, why are we on the ship?
You're
again?
forgetting one important detail.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only these monks, but also Stephen of Blois, the king's nephew, left the ship before it embarked. They say he got ill.
That old rumor.
The same Stephen who calls himself the King of the English now.
What? That cannot be a coincidence.
Yes, it can be. Of course he's king now. He survived. He is the king's nephew.
What do you think, my lord?
I think Stephen is a clever man. Clever enough to have his whole family perish. But why he would want to rule that godforsaken rock, I will never understand.
What makes you say that? I love my country.
Then why are you leaving?
Well, because I want to see something new.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. A proper country, where people know how to behave.
Damn,
What
someone's
about
not
you?
a fan of England.
Why are you leaving?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh yeah, she's
who?
looking for a baby daddy. My baby daddy.
I guess I should stay out of other people's business. Forgive me.
You English do talk a lot, don't you?
What is he?
I
Like
just don't know how
French?
to feel about leaving my country for the first
He
time.
doesn't have an
I mean,
accent.
how should anyone feel?
You'll see what happens.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just running away.
Somber, live your dreams. Order some pizza. Order Little Caesars.
You should all get some rest. It will not be long now till we reach Cherbourg.
Thank the Lord. I can't wait to be back.
Go ahead, Somber. Little Caesars. Ooh, this is the start of a new book. I was looking at I was looking into a stream title. I was like, oh wait, I don't remember what happened last. It's been like a long time, like over like 2 weeks since the last time we played this game or something like that. I don't remember much, but now I remember. I remember now. Alfred. I remember Alfred's betrayal. I'm gonna kick Alfred in his dick. You prefer Domino's? How dare you? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. We don't have Little Caesars here. I don't know why. But I don't know. I just love Little Caesars so much. But we don't have it here. Domino's is good though. Maybe because it's cheap. I love cheap pizza. Pizza that costs only $5.
In the late summer of 1142, I had left my home country, England, for good. My old life lay in shambles, as did my former home of Kingsbridge. Having failed both my friends and family, I had set out to find my baby's father, the man I still loved with all my heart, Jack Jackson. And so early one morning in July, I finally arrived on the shores of Normandy. With nothing on me but a pouch of coin and a young, curious face yet unnamed, who was just as unfamiliar to this new world as was I.
Ooh. The White Ship was one of the fastest ships of its time. It was steered by the son of the captain of the Mora, the ship that brought William the Conqueror from Normandy to England when he invaded England in 1066. Like his father before him, the captain of the white ship gladly offered his vessel to many members of the royal household of King Henry for passage on their travel from Normandy to England to visit the king. But like all of the poor souls who went aboard the ship, the captain did not survive the voyage. In the dark of night, the ship hit rocks and a fire broke out. The ship was dragged down into the dark abyss of the sea, and with it many of the king's heirs. Stephen of Blois was meant to be on board as well, but it said a sudden sickness caused him to leave the ship before it set sail. That November night, as the white ship sank, Stephen became the last remaining male heir to the English throne, and thus some claim he was responsible for the sinking. Do you believe that he has something to do with that sinking?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you can. Oh my gosh. I won't give the baby a name until I've found Jack. Wait, you haven't named the baby yet? You calling it baby?
You're still here.
Oh, it's you. I'm just trying to get my feet used to good solid ground again. The last bit of our voyage wasn't exactly my pint of ale.
That hammer you're carrying, do you happen to be a mason?
Actually, I am. You have a keen eye, mistress.
I guess I just know a mason when I see one.
To be honest, I haven't been one long. Just finished my apprenticeship in Salisbury. Before that, I used to shear sheep with my parents, but I guess that wasn't really for me. Father still hates me for leaving, though.
What will you do to find work here as a mason?
Don't know. That's for me to find out. All I heard was that the wages are better over here.
So you'll just travel from town to town and look for employment?
Right. And I'll start in Lassay. A fellow mason told me about the abbey there. He said these Normans build their churches quite differently than we do back home. I need to see that with my own eyes. Maybe learn a thing or two.
Ooh, maybe Jack went to see the abbey in Lassay. Do many masons
go to Lassay?
I dunno. It's really just a tiny town. The mason who told me just happened to do some repairs there once. It's likely he told others as well.
I left my old life as well.
Scary, isn't it? To start off fresh and all that.
Well, you definitely sound more excited than scared.
Oh, I am excited. Wouldn't anyone be?
I don't know. Maybe.
I honestly, this is 100 times better than England. Like that little village, like that little town with the like with that. What's his name again? I was trying to remember his name. Was it William? I think it was William, right? He's not the Alfred. He's the other blonde. He's not gonna come to look for us here.
I'm
surely.
looking for someone. A red-haired mason called Jack Jackson. He came to France about a year ago or so.
A fellow mason, great. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know a thing. After all, I just arrived here with you.
I know, but should you meet someone like that on your journey, tell him Aliena of Shiring is looking for him.
All right. Jack Jackson. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. Have
We're
a safe
my
journey.
board builder.
Oh, thank you.
The
You too.
Ben the Builder or something like that. What's his name again? Ben Builder. I know his last name is Builder. Because it was so goofy. I don't remember the first name. Bob the Builder. Bob Builder. I know it's not Bob. If it was Bob, it would have been like... It would have been perfect. Sir Robert Builder. But no, it wasn't Bob. They were so close. Oh. Not Jack.
Good day.
He has good red
I am
hair,
looking
though.
for someone. A traveller who came through here last summer. Oh, hush now. I need to talk to this man.
Looks young.
He was born at the beginning of summer.
What's his name?
I haven't given him one yet.
You should. He needs to know who he is. Makes growing up a lot easier. You said you're looking for someone.
The man I'm looking for looks a bit like you, actually. A bit more boyish, though.
So he has red hair, but no beard. Well, I don't know every redhead around these parts. There are quite a few of us. Most of my family here in Cherbourg is ginger.
Oh, his name is Jack Jackson, and he is a mason.
No. No, sorry. I haven't seen him. And I come here every day. Maybe May saw him. She helps the sailors get their cargo to the nearby towns. Carries travellers, too.
I'll ask her. Well, thank you.
So wait, comes here every day? Does he work? Does he have a job? He doesn't look like he's doing anything.
Hey, you. That's quite a bundle you got there. Where are you headed?
Do you know the road to Lessay?
Been there, seen it. But I hope you're not planning to go there on foot. Tell you what, you give me some coins and I'll treat you to me wagon. You can even change your destination once we're on the road. What'd you say?
Have you seen a red-haired mason? He must have landed here sometime late last summer.
Another ginger in Normandy? I wouldn't have noticed, even if he was carrying a hammer instead of a fishing rod. Maybe you should ask someone in Barfleur. That's where all the travellers come through, the pilgrims and kings. Their lot rarely lands in Cherbourg, with the fortress passing back and forth between Stephen of Blois and Geoffrey of Anjou. Why you even came to Cherbourg in the first place baffles me.
It was the earliest ship I could get.
You must be in some hurry, madam.
Let's just say I needed to get away before I changed my mind.
Fine with me. Who am I to judge?
Oh, maybe in Barfleur someone saw Jack.
What other routes are there besides going through Barfleur?
Oh, I don't know, really. You need to ask the locals about that.
Isn't she a local
But
though?
Barfleur sounds like a good place to start. Shake my hand and I'll take you there.
Okay, I'm not
Travelling by coach is a lot less strenuous than walking. Your little worm deserves some warmth and a rocking carriage.
ready. Not sure if I have the money though. Oh, there's nothing else I can look at. Oh, okay. I guess I'll go and.
Changed your mind, you know.
Hold on. Will I ever meet Jack again? I don't think there's anybody else, so I'm gonna. Oh, yeah,
Where do you need?
I'm ready to leave.
All right. Take me out of town.
All right. Where do you need to be?
Oh, I will go to Barfleur.
We went to Barfleur, a scenic port town built on granite. It was the biggest harbour in Normandy and the main entry point for the Normans to their new possession of the Isle of England. I talked to some of the sailors and fishermen, but no one had remembered seeing Jack. How could they? Almost a year had passed since he, a simple mason, had journeyed through the busy town, a town with no memory other than that of the last king who passed through on yet another one of his violent conquests. Maybe I was approaching this the wrong way. What had drawn him to France in the first place? The distance to Kingsbridge? Or something specific? What was my lead?
I was supposed to go to Lessay. Okay, I'll go to Lessay.
Lessay was tiny, but as it turned out, worth the trip. In the small abbey church of the Trinity, I met a monk who claimed to have talked to a man fitting Jack's description. He'd been fascinated by the abbey's rib vaulting and had asked the monks countless questions about the place's construction. The monk apologized that he couldn't tell me where Jack had traveled next, but I didn't mind.
Come on.
I lay down to sleep on the floor of the Abbey guest house and, for the first time in almost a year, I felt relief. As I drifted into sleep, I hugged our baby tight and whispered into his tiny pink ear, "We're going to find your daddy."
Wait. Follow the pilgrims? I guess I'll go there.
My father had once told me tales of the Mont Saint-Michel. Long ago, the Archangel Michael had urged Hubert of Avranches to build an abbey on a lonely rock on the ocean by burning a hole into his head. They say one can go and see his penetrated skull on display in the church of his hometown. It was a windy day when I arrived, and the place was crowded with pilgrims and jongleurs. I remembered Jack's fascination with these tellers of stories. I spoke to one who was just taking a break. As it happened, he had indeed met Jack, although not in Mont Saint-Michel, but on a road heading east from there.
Oh, oops.
Apparently, Jack had been hopelessly tracking jongleurs who might have known his father, Jack Cherbourg. But as he'd been gradually running out of money, he'd intended to look for work in Le Mans or Tours. That was about 6 months ago. I was catching up.
Oh, let's go to Le Mans first then.
Going to Le Mans reminded me of all the trouble I'd left behind in England. 30 years ago, Le Mans had been conquered by the Plantagenet Geoffrey of Anjou, Maud's husband. And although they'd held it ever since, other noble families kept on pulling at the city, like Maud and Stephen tearing at England. There was no sign of Jack, but I got news of a new kind of cathedral being built in Saint-Denis, just north of Paris. It was possible that Jack had gone there to learn from the craftsmen. That was, if he hadn't travelled further south, looking for work in one of the many churches in Tours, the hometown of Saint-Martin.
Oh. Oh. Oh no, this is... Oh god, should we go to the cathedral or Tours? I feel he would be at the Cathedral of Saint-Denis. Cause I don't know, this is a shorter distance. I'll go to Tours. We'll see. Better safe than never. And then better safe than sorry. Oh, did I make the right decision? Maybe I did. Although I did want to go to Paris. Welcome back, Blue. How are you doing?
Good day. Are you the master builder?
What is it?
I'm looking for a mason who may have passed through here. An Englishman with carroty hair. He calls himself Jack Jackson.
A redhead?
Yes. Did you see him? He might have asked for work here.
No, I'm not looking for new masons. We're just doing repairs.
Ah, but was he here?
No, never seen him. Now, stand back, woman. Something could fall on your baby's head.
That's suspicious.
He looks suspicious. He sounds suspicious.
That's weird.
Are there other construction sites around Tours?
Well, yes. It's a big town.
And where would an outsider most likely find a job?
Dunno. Ask around.
Very helpful, dude.
You hesitated when I mentioned a redhead. Are you sure you haven't seen him?
Yes, I am sure.
May I talk to your workers?
No, they're busy. And I can assure you they have nothing to say on that matter.
Perhaps I'll talk to them once they've finished for the day.
It would be a waste of time. All right, he was here. Was working for me. But I had to throw him out after 2 or 3 days.
Why?
Why did he
Because
lie
he was
to us?
all want. Let me redesign the roof. Let me make the nave lighter. All pretty ideas, but he never shut up long enough to do the work he was supposed to do. Shit, that man was almost as needy as my son when he was still a brat.
He does know a lot about his craft.
Well, I know masons like him. They grow up gifted, but without a mote of discipline in their guts. Can't work with someone like that.
Do you know where he went next?
No idea. Maybe to Limoges or Angoulême. Maybe even to La Rochelle. Seemed to have plans for every cathedral on God's green earth, but none for himself.
I understand. I'll leave you to it then.
Bon voyage.
Damn. But I don't understand why he lied to us about seeing him. It served no purpose. Oh shit, okay. Ooh. I will start with Limoges.
We had just left Tours when I suddenly felt dizzy.
Oh.
I stopped and made rest, trying to catch my breath, then lost my breakfast in a ditch at the side of the road. To my horror, our baby too had grown pale, his breath shallow like that of an old man. I tried not to panic, but the next inn was a long distance away and we couldn't stay on the road where it was wet and cold.
Oh. Head back and rest. Yeah, I would head back and rest.
Back in Tours, the fever got worse. I remember people carrying me into a room, laying me on a bed. I tried to feed my baby, but after that, everything turned into a blur.
Oh
When
no.
I awoke, Jack was standing next to my bed. He scolded me for following him. "You know you could go anywhere you want," he whispered. "Why be stupid and follow me?"
Oh my god.
I tried to answer, but he just opened the window and jumped out, heading toward ancient Greece, or maybe all the way to Arabia. And in my feverish mind, I followed him.
I think I made a good decision going back to Tours. God damn. Oh, I I don't want to be going to Greece. I love Greece. I'll go there.
The further I went, the angrier I got. For years, I'd been fighting for my family. I'd committed myself to an oath to my father. I'd built up a business to sustain it and even married a man I despised so I could create a future for the people around me. I'd known nothing but my duty to the men in my life, while the man I was trying to find lived a life of casual irresponsibility. He traveled the world on a whim to learn about mathematics and philosophy, while I had to raise the child he'd fathered.
Yeah, you tell them. You tell them.
When could I ever do anything just for myself? I asked the world as I went on.
That's called, you know, being a woman back in the day.
I'd travelled in a circle all the way to the edge of the world and back, only to return to the place of our failure. With my eyes closed, I listened to the sound of ripping yarn and crumbling walls, and of coaches carrying good people away into a cloud of crimson dust.
That's dark.
When the last moat had settled, I opened my eyes again and found myself in a dirty little room. An old maid was sitting next to my bed and smiled at me, then handed me my baby.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
Oh my gosh, Emma, welcome!
Sugar, we're glad you're here.
Thank you so much for subscribing for 4 months. I appreciate that. How are you doing? What's up? What's good? What's poppin'?
Oh dear God, he still looked so pale.
Oh, feed him.
I tried to feed him, but he refused. Oh, please, God, let him live. Don't punish him for my own sins.
Oh, cute baby.
I gently caressed his head until finally he put his mouth to my breast and drank more and more, becoming greedier with every swallow.
Oh, which Nancy Drew are you playing?
We had both been spared. We rested one more day. Then I gathered my things and headed back to the cathedral to thank the Lord for his mercy.
Labyrinth Lies, awesome. Way more like happy-go-lucky than this game, that's for sure. Damn. Oh. You almost died.
I thank you, dear Lord.
All right, steady now.
I thank you for having spared my child. I thank you for...
Don't let go until it's done.
Oh. But why are you showing mercy on me? I failed everyone I cared about.
Oh,
I failed Jack.
I have a bad feeling.
I failed my brother. And if I never return, I would also break the oath I had given Father. It's just that I feel like I've never had a life of my own. I've always fought for others.
This is
and
so
this may
sad.
be the very first time that I fight for something that I only want for myself.
Dick?
Maybe I should just go back and help rebuild Kingsbridge. Maybe Jack doesn't even care for me anymore.
Not after all this effort to find him.
Huh.
Oh.
I've seen one of those before.
It's amazing, isn't it? The man who did that really had it in him.
I agree. He always did.
Oh, you knew Master Jacques?
Yes, but it's been a while since I last saw him.
It's a shame that the Master let him go. In just 1 month, he did so many things.
The master builder said he'd fired him after just 3 days.
Did he? Well, maybe that's how he remembers it. The two didn't really see eye to eye, you know? To tell you the truth, everyone thinks that he feared for his own job, having someone like that around.
Oh.
The last thing Jack did was carve that corbin. It was the one thing the master let him do. Then when he was done, he was asked to leave.
I knew it. I knew it. He fired him because competition. I thought that it was a little weird that he would lie to her about like seeing him, but now it all makes sense. He was covering his ass.
Your master said he had no discipline.
Let me tell you something. Jacques worked very hard on it. He was impatient and had a temper, but you could see that he tried to overcome it. Conquering that rock was very important to him.
Oh, I understand that so well. Do you happen to know where he went next?
He wanted to walk the pilgrim trail to Santiago de Compostela.
The Camino? The Way of St. James?
He said he might find someone there who knew his father.
Just one more thing. How was he when he left?
Never thought about that. Relieved, I guess. He seemed ready for something new.
Thank you so much for your help.
Think nothing of it. And good luck on your travels. May you find what you are looking for.
See, talking to the workers is so much better than the boss.
Isn't it odd? Just when you stop looking, you come across the most curious of things. Like these 3 devices that one of my merchants brought back from Baghdad.
Oh no. Is it another one of your Banu Musa toys, Rashid?
They're not toys, Adriel. They're objects of scholarly ingenuity and reflection.
I will let
We're
my
no
valued
longer
friend from the
Normandy,
north
are
do
we?
the honors.
Oh, we are, or are we? Are we not? I don't know.
Jack, if you may.
Where? Oh, Tours?
For one, let me draw your attention
We're
to the
Tours?
magnificent songbird on the table. On second thought, why don't you save the lady for last?
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, the other 2 devices might appear bland and boring in comparison.
Are they bringing toys
I
to
agree.
like baby Jesus?
And then, to that wondrous donkey next to the entrance. Although, the most astounding thing of all stands right between them.
Oh.
That statuette?
Ha-ha, precisely.
No, it's too heavy.
But
Oh.
one thing at a
But I
time.
have this.
Let us let Jack decide what to demonstrate first.
Now that's not how she works.
Okay, so
And now? Now, Jack will heat the water in
why are
the
they talking
tank.
as if we're not there? They're watching me like as if I'm like a rat, an experimental rat.
It's so beautiful it will make you cry. Just listen.
Who are the 3 Stooges? The Banu Musa brothers were 3 scholars of Persian descent who lived in Baghdad in the 9th century. They are known for the Book of Ingenious Devices, a large illustrated collection of mechanical appliances and automata. Those automata were largely designed for entertainment but featured innovative engineering. The brothers also wrote books on astronomy, astrology, and geometry, the last of which had a great influence on both Islamic and European mathematicians. Oh! Ooh! Jack is meeting some celebrities here. Okay.
But how marvelous!
Stay where you are. Don't go back
How
to
does it work?
don't go back to England.
Maybe it's a miracle.
Yeah, here you have
Right.
toys.
Go on, Jack. Tell them.
It's possessed by an evil spirit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's a hidden wheel inside the box. It turns an axle that in return raises and drops a sequence of small cylinders inside. These cylinders work like fingers playing a flute.
But who is blowing into the flute?
Steam.
Steam?
Yes. When I opened the pipe, it gradually pushed itself into the tube.
The power of steam. For once, I must agree. This is brilliant.
Of course! It was created by a Muslim after all.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What else have you got, Rashid?
Anyone care for some tea?
Thank you, my daughter. We will have some as soon as Jack has finished our presentation.
Mind if I watch?
Of course not.
Ooh.
So, who is this man, Rashid?
Jack is a friend of the house. A brilliant man,
No,
a
it's too
scholar
heavy.
and a talented
Is
artist.
there anything else that I can...
Just the other day, he explained Euclid.
This isn't part of the present. They won't be impressed.
What is that?
Rashid, when this is done, would you give me the statuette in exchange for my slingshot?
Only if you can tell me how she works.
It's a deal.
And you finish the performance for my friends.
Yes, go on, please.
I wish they
Greek
would
who
stop
wrote a book
talking.
called
Like,
The
they
Elements
talk
of
way
Geometry.
too much.
The Egyptians translated it into Arabic, and now the Englishmen are turning it into Latin.
I could watch this man scoop up water all day.
They talk way too much. I'm trying to
How very
concentrate on what to do.
No, it's for the presentation.
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
Now, watch the head. Just any moment now.
It's time to stop.
Oh my god.
There. Did you see?
No more.
It's
Where
full
the
up.
fuck are your parents?
Rashid, this is disgusting.
I'm gonna call Child Protective
Oh,
Services.
far
It's
from
time
it.
to stop.
Would you kindly explain how it works, Jack?
It's pure magic.
You see that bowl floating on top of the water? At the bottom of that bowl is a small hole. Through it, the bowl is slowly filled with liquid. Once it's full, it sinks, pulling a string which makes the ball drop onto a weight. This, in return, pulls the bowl up again, emptying it in the process.
Thus resetting the entire mechanism.
If you timed it perfectly, you could make it drop a ball at every hour.
Turning it into a clock.
How clever.
For me, it's still nothing more than a puking donkey.
Show us more, Rashid.
One could join those two and build a singing donkey clock. One song after every hour.
That would be pretty clever.
I know, right? You could be the one to build it.
Oh, that would be unfair. It's your invention.
I would let you have it. Or we design it together.
Oh damn! Aisha is going for.
You
is
still
going
haven't
for the
shown us
ginger.
that statuette yet. Of course. Jack, if you may.
Damn.
Oh, you will love this. Just watch.
Here.
And now?
Just be patient, but don't look away. It takes some time for her to...
To do what?
I don't.
Is it crying? Isn't that amazing? No,
I don't-
it's irritating.
I can't see
Rashid,
what's
what is
happening.
going on?
It's a mystery.
Rashid, please.
We all know that there is no such thing as a man-made miracle.
And this piece of wood is very clearly made by man.
I very much agree, my friends. But so far, none of us has an explanation.
All we know
Can
for
we-
certain
can we
is that her
see-
glassy eyes shed tears when you move her from warmth into cold.
Like a plant at sunrise. Like dew. The only difference is the surface. That's all.
I think you may be onto something.
Am I? Of course, I had no intention of disturbing your conversation. But
Can you
if
turn
you can
her
find out
around?
why
I
there's
wanna
dew
see.
gathering on a plant, you may understand why that woman is so weepy. So, who wants a cup of tea?
I'll have some.
Your daughter is quite something, Rashid. A scholar in her own right.
I know. I'd rather she wasn't.
Uh-oh, he's
It
gonna
would
move
make
on.
marrying her off so much easier.
Oh, I'm certain that won't stay a problem for long.
Maybe the dew originates from invisible water in the air. Water that stays hidden when it's hot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're flirting. That's for sure. That they're flirting.
The pilgrim trails across France
Alina,
converged at
no.
Ustabat in the foothills of the Pyrenees.
So sorry.
There, the group of 20 or so pilgrims who had been travelling alongside me since I'd left Tours swelled to about 70.
He was still in Tours.
Some were prosperous citizens,
I
some
think.
probably on the run from justice, a few drunks, and several monks and clergymen. Several languages were spoken, including Flemish, a German tongue, and a southern French language called Oc. Nevertheless, there was no lack of communication among them, and as we crossed the Pyrenees, they sang, played games, told stories, and in several cases had love affairs. While my baby and I kept mostly to ourselves.
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem Kind.
Hush now. Yes, saying as baby, telling a baby to stay silent, it always works. Shut the fuck up! I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Don't say that to a baby.
Richtig dreist. Kann ein Mann nicht einfach mal seine Ruhe haben? Der Weg aus Babenberg war doch anstrengend genug.
Okay, I'll go for a while.
Ein Kind hat ja auch gar nichts verloren. Stimmt doch, oder?
Psst, jetzt ist aber gut.
They are talking very badly about her.
Tomorrow.
Wait, who's crying right now? Oh.
Dear Lord, what are you doing? You should get out of the water. It's freezing.
My ring! I lost my ring! Dear Lord, please show mercy.
Oh no. A ring is missing? Oh.
Come back to me. Please come back to me.
So, what about here? Someone stole the ring, didn't they? Someone stole the ring.
Where are you? Where did you go?
Are we sure that it's here? Well, the baby stopped crying. Oh, I see it. I see it.
The cold will kill you.
I can't leave without my ring.
I was gonna give it back to her. Come on. Just give it back.
It belongs to the old woman.
Okay, then just give it.
I found it.
Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you so
now
much.
Now get out of the water.
You are a very kind woman. So very, very kind.
I'm glad I could help.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you getting warmer?
I am, thank you.
I can see this ring is very precious to you.
It was a gift from my stepmother. She thought I would stay forever, but I didn't.
Why did you leave?
Oh, I thought I didn't belong. She always said I was her daughter, but I was sure she was lying. I was so selfish and so stupid. Too stupid to see I really was happy.
Tell me about your stepmother.
She was such a kind woman. So very, very kind.
Maybe you really weren't happy.
I don't know. I was very young and thought I was unhappy because I didn't live close to the sea. But in the end, the sea did not feel the same about me. The cold there made me sick. It took away my sight.
Wow.
Why didn't you go back?
She had been so angry when I left. So angry and disappointed. She would have never let me return.
You never know unless you ask.
That's why you went on the pilgrimage.
You never know when unless you ask.
Yes, so that St. James might see my devotion, and I will be united with my mother in heaven. I'm just not as kind as you. Not kind at all.
You're too hard on yourself.
I don't know.
I, too, am trying to make amends with the one man I loved the most. I was told he went straight to Santiago.
You will know soon.
Not soon enough. It's still 4 weeks till I get there.
He'll be there, I'm sure of it.
I hope so. I just feel that with every day that passes, I'm losing him a bit more. And that the only thing I can allow myself still to hope for is not love, but forgiveness.
I understand.
Oh my god. What if she arrives but he's married to
Not
another
long now
woman?
and our journey
Ooh!
will be over.
Oh, the drama! Oh my gosh. No, the drama. Imagine walking for weeks only to find your man, your baby daddy with another woman. Oh, that won't do. That won't do. El Camino de Santiago, also known as the Way of St. James, is a Christian pilgrimage route to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where the remains of Jesus' apostle St. James, the Creator, were presumably put to rest. The pilgrimage to Santiago, besides Jerusalem and Rome, is one of the most important pilgrimages in Christianity and is believed to be one of the only ways to free a pilgrim of their sins. By the 12th century, it has become a well-organized undertaking. Even a book was written as a travel guide for pilgrims, the Codex Calixtinus, supporting the pilgrims in completing their travel. The scallop shell is used to guide the pilgrims on their way and serve as a symbol of St. James and the Camino, because at the end of their travel, the pilgrims will almost have reached the ocean. Wait. So this is where I am? Oh.
The woman's name was Alba. She came from a small town somewhere in Catalonia. I quickly got used to her constantly feeling out for her stepmother's ring and the sad guilt that would always follow in her milky eyes.
I wanna know more about Alba's story.
I wasn't sure if she appreciated my company, but I couldn't leave her on her own either. By the time we reached Los Arcos, she'd stopped talking, while I kept on dropping a kind word here and there to let her know I was still by her side. Alba believed herself to be of weak mind and body, and yet she walked the Camino with a strong sense of purpose that willed her onward. It made me wonder about what I'd told her about my own journey. Did I hope for love, or was I really traveling because I needed him to forgive me? But what was there to forgive? My decision to marry Alfred had been in the best interest of the people of Shiring. It was a sacrifice I had to make to stop the evil reign of William Hamley.
William Hamley, okay, there you
These
go.
questions had haunted me for a long time now. But if I really was going to see Jack soon, it was time to make up my mind.
What is Alfred doing right now? I forgot.
Around Lyon, the path began to gradually turn uphill. It was only 2 more weeks till we'd
He's
reached
the one
Santiago.
who left her, right?
The baby was in a good mood, and so, surprisingly, was Alba.
Oh yeah, Alfred fucked up and the cathedral like fell down, like the rocks fell down. It got even more fucked up because he was trying to rush. So everybody left Kingsbridge. Wait, but what happened to the monk? What's his name? Bald guy. Around Lyon, the path began to gradually turn uphill. Okay.
After Astorga, the trail got more difficult. Alba became slower and slower, and we had to rest more. She became quiet again. The strain on her old body grew, and she worried that she might not be able to reach the end. Still, we managed to push onward. The next morning, she refused to get up. Her breathing was disturbingly shallow, and she hardly noticed me touching her forehead. Everything hurts, she said, and urged me to continue without her.
Oh no.
Of course, I stayed with her. I brought her food and water and sat by her side. But day after day, her condition grew worse. She kept on urging me to go, to find Jack, saying the monks of Ponferrada would take care of her.
Oh my gosh. What should I do? Should I stay with her or should I leave to go get Jack? Oh no, not this decision, no! Ah! Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do! We know what's gonna happen.
I'd hardly known her, and most of the time she'd tried to push me away, as if she considered herself a nuisance that slowed me down and who didn't deserve company.
Say your goodbyes. No,
it wasn't until a few moments before she died that, for the first time, she smiled at me, and I like to believe that she saw me smile back. I still like to believe that here, in this unlikely place, dying next to a near stranger, she'd found a moment of serenity and happiness. But she'd not reached Santiago. When I left, that thought still haunted me. To see that a journey could come to an end so suddenly. But what would be different if she had reached Santiago? Could she have been disappointed by what she found?
It's okay though. It's okay. She
After months of hard travel, the child and I finally reached
I don't
Santiago
believe
de
that
Compostela.
he left. He's still there.
In the evening, we attended Mass in the great cathedral, then started to roam the town looking for my dear Jack. It was almost dawn when finally a priest pointed me to an inn close by. Buenos dias. Do you understand me?
Buenos dias?
Sinto ben, pero non temos camas dispoñibles.
No, I don't need a room. I was told a friend of mine stayed here some time ago. A red-haired Englishman called Jack. Do you remember him?
Eu só che falo en galego, miña rula.
Français? English?
Uh-oh! Oh no! What? Buenos dias. Pepe. Rojo. Hombre. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está hombre rojo? It's going well. ¿Puedes comerme el culo? Exactly. Oh, well, there's no rooms anywhere. Ooh, there's a fireplace over here. Wait, is that cockroach? What is that? Wait, no, it's a rat. I thought it was a cockroach. What? What if I use that on the innkeeper? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna threaten the innkeeper. Oh, starting to forget the details of his face. No! I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Have you seen a man called Jack Builder? Jack? He's a mason.
¿Jack?
Yes, have you seen him?
Pásanche por aquí centos de peregrinos e cada un eche de seu pai. Vas ter que ser algo máis específica.
I don't understand.
She's asking for more specific details. She's asking for more specific details. Okay, rojo, hombre, did he have a beard? I don't remember. Did he have a beard? Pretty sure. No, was it a goatee? Oh fuck, I don't even remember. I've seen it 5 seconds ago. I don't even remember that if he had a goatee or not. I don't even know what's the word goatee in Spanish. That's obviously Spain Spanish. It's not gonna end well for me. Do you want the book? You want the book?
I'm looking for a man who likes to read a lot.
El logo anda sempre cun libro en riba.
Have you seen anyone like that?
Libro.
Pero, por que levas un libro en riba? Vas escangallar co peso.
She doesn't even understand that I'm looking for a person yet.
What would it? I'm going to use that on her. Oh, she's not gonna like it. Oh yeah, show the baby. Show the baby.
Oh, que cousiña. Eche rubio.
Sí, redhead.
Rubio. Oh, not rojo. Rojo.
Have you seen his father? Padre del Niño? Jack Builder?
Ven sendo un peregrino.
What?
É un peregrino?
Oh, no. He's not a pilgrim.
No pilgrimo. No pilgrimo.
Entón, quen ven sendo?
Let me show you something. He's a mason. He builds things like that.
Do the little pop, pop, pop. Maybe the little hammer.
Eche masón. Albanel.
Sí, a mason. It's the same word in Galician.
Por aquí pasan unha morea de masóns. Non me poderías dicir algo máis sobre el?
Oín falar dun masón que dis que se dedica a traducir libros en Toledo.
Polo visto, di que se chama Jack.
Yes, Jack. Have you seen him?
Non sei cal será o seu apelido, pero ben é certo que non chai moitos masóns rubios aos que lles guste ler. Se tan desesperada está, por que non vai a Toledo a comprobalo por si mesma?
Entón, marchou para Toledo.
He went to Toledo?
A Toledo marchou, sí.
Di que o teu Jack podería estar en Toledo.
All right, so I will go to Toledo then. Gracias. I just pray that I understood you correctly.
Oh, I don't know where Toledo is. Oh god. I hope that I also like understood correctly, but they were talking fast. Where are my Spanish speakers when I need them? ¿Dónde?
Buenos dias. Parlez-vous français? English?
Of course. How may I help you?
I was told a man named Jack Builder lives in this house.
Who told you this?
A group of scholars living at the edge of town. They said he used to translate old scriptures about mathematics before he moved here.
Please wait here. I will talk with Master Rashid.
Oh, finally, we arrived. You thought it was Italian? What? It was Spanish. I'm pretty sure that was Spanish. I think. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm starting to doubt myself. Rewind the clip. Where? Oh my gosh. You know what? You could be right. It could have been Italian. I forgot that Italian and Spanish are like really close to each other. And here I was trying to talk Spanish with them. Trying to like communicate my puedes comerme el culo, but they would never have understood me. Ooh. Oh. I'll stay out. Obviously he's not here. I don't want them to like to think that I am a thief or something like that. Unless I'm supposed to go in, maybe. I don't know. Nothing is happening though. I guess I need to go in. I'll go inside. Slingshot.
It's his.
Oh. A donkey. Oh. Oh. That's I don't remember her name.
Oh, there
She's
you are.
Cute though.
May I ask who let you stroll around our house?
I was asked to wait here.
Yes, my servant told me already. My father's not here at the moment, so you'll have to make do with me. Unfortunately, I must disappoint you. There's no one called Jack living in this house.
He must be here. I found his slingshot.
What? Who allowed you inside my father's archive?
I didn't mean to be disrespectful of your hospitality.
I just hope for your sake you didn't touch anything. Every piece in there is precious to my father, even that slingshot. I'm sorry, but this is not easy for any of us. I think you should know that Jack and I are promised to each other. Maybe we should go inside. The sun's burning, and my mother doesn't need to hear us.
Oh, boo!
Jack told me about you. You are Aliena. You're the one who rejected him and married his stepbrother. And now you want him back.
I need my son to meet his father.
His father? The little one is Jack's son.
He is.
The drama. Ooh.
He always said that he had come here to find out about his family. But instead, he found out about everything else. About philosophy, mathematics. When he and my father met, it was love at first sight. They studied together and made great plans.
They gave
but
to each
in
other?
the end, Jack would always start talking about his cathedral again. This great church he would build one day. Rib vaults and pointed windows. He'd ramble on about it for hours and stare up at that ceiling. We three sat here for hours and talked. And then in the evenings, it would be just the two of us. So many strange ideas about the future. Some barely more than silly dreams. Others almost in arm's reach.
You're talking about him as if he were gone.
Well, he's not here anymore. My father had offered him work as a master builder here in Toledo. He would have been well off and free to spend his evenings under vaults like this, with me as his wife. But in the end, he refused. Tell me, did you really marry his stepbrother?
Oh, yeah.
It was a mistake. I know that now. I did it to fulfill a promise I'd made to my father. I thought I had no choice. I didn't want to hurt him. Believe me.
I do. You know, he left me because of you. Even after all you did to him, he couldn't let go. You can be glad that he ran into me and not my mother. She was enraged when he left.
He can have that effect on people.
Boring! I wanted the drama!
That, we made our peace with him. Father even gave him one of his favorite pieces of his collection as a parting gift. A small wooden statue with stone eyes, in exchange for his slingshot.
Would you mind telling me where he went?
He went to Paris to work on the Cathedral of Saint-Denis.
All of this? And he was there this whole
He said
time?
he never found
oh my
out
God.
about his father, so there was no reason to stay down here anymore.
Wow.
Paris. Yes.
We had the option to go to Paris
if you find
earlier.
Him there, tell him I don't miss him.
Thank you, and all the best to your family.
Thank you. What is the child's name, by the way?
Put back the slingshot.
He has none yet. I wouldn't name him without Jack.
Isn't that a bit silly?
Maybe. But he's his son as well as mine. It's his right to have a say in it too.
Then off to Paris. That baby needs a name.
He will get one. Thank you.
But you left the slingshot, right, Aliena? Damn, I could have gone to Paris this whole time. Like, just straight to Paris. Shortcut, there you go. We reached that point already. But I did all of this.
I travelled back along the Way of St. James, passing through Astorga, Lyon, and Burgos. I crossed the Pyrenees, revisiting Bordeaux, Angoulême, Poitiers, but never stayed longer than one night. The closer I came to Paris, the stronger my old doubts and fears resurfaced. If Jack really was there, what was I to say to him? We had to hear each other out before we could walk on again, in whatever direction that would be.
Yeah, don't slap him. Damn, that baby must be like 2 years old now. The baby is already a toddler. Damn. Okay, you're not out, okay? The out option would be to go back to England. And England is never the good option here, okay? Stay where you are. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Anything is better than England. So that's Paris. This is Paris. Interesting.
I can't just leave. He deserves to see.
Oh, okay. Trying to navigate here. Oh! See this butt? This butt over here? This butt? That butt looks familiar, I'm telling ya.
There. Are we awake then? You almost missed this. Look at these colourful windows. Look at the light.
Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Just turn around!
Ali.
We came to see you, Jack.
Is he?
He is your son.
My son?
And he's 5 years old now. I've been looking for you for 5 years.
It's not your fault. Ali, where do we go from here?
Wherever we go.
That's your discussion?
I want to go with you.
Will you marry me? Both of you.
We will.
Aww.
We
She's
stayed in
divorced
Paris
for real, right?
as husband and wife. And our son, Tommy. The days went by quickly. Jack had learned much working as a builder in Saint-Denis. Days became months. Then after a year, we both grew restless. Where can we go from here? We asked ourselves again. We both confessed that we wanted to see our families, our friends. And then we knew where we wanted to go.
Don't stay there! What are you doing?
Even if it was in shambles.
What are you doing? Why are you going back to freaking England? Oh my god.
We need to hurry.
I'm so done
The ship
with
to
that.
England will leave soon.
What's
Don't
going
go
on
to
here?
England!
Whatever it is, if the crowd doesn't clear up, we'll miss our ship.
Ow. What? Oh my gosh.
Sugar,
Welcome.
we're glad you're here.
How are you doing? And oh, what's happening here? What's happening?
Do you know what's going on?
Oh, chaos. I can't get these people to calm down. God knows I tried.
What happened?
The jongleur told the crowd a few stories. Then he sold people some miracle charms, but it was just fairy tales and painted stones.
Well, it always is.
I know, but I'd need a real miracle to calm them down now. Otherwise, they'll rip him apart.
Something useful?
No, that would only get me in trouble.
Hi, how are you doing? What's up? What have you been up to? Size of the box keep her warm and the wood slightly damp. Ooh, we have a little doll.
She doesn't do anything yet, but if I stood with her where it's colder...
Oh! What if I bring her to the sheets? A miracle! There you go. She's gonna
Do you
stop
see?
looking.
It's working.
Your friend Rashid must be quite the miracle worker.
Oh, liquid is forming on her eyes. There you go.
Mustn't fool around now. The tears...
What's going on? The Holy Mother. She's crying.
Revere the Holy Mother, for she has blessed us with a sign from the heavens. Cease your doings right now and witness the miracle.
It's true. Lord in heaven. Why is she crying?
She weeps for your sins. What has this man done to you that you would treat him like a wild animal?
He tricked us and took our coin.
And you would kill him for your own foolishness. The Holy Virgin weeps, for you are not living by the word of God.
It is the Mother of God.
This is
Forgive us, Holy
the
Mother. Where did
origin
she
story
come
of how
from?
we started a cult. Jack Jackson is now the leader of a cult. True story. Come up with a song.
For hundreds of years, she languished in the land of the Saracens. Dormant, she has been waiting for the one to bring her home.
Listen to what he has to say. The Holy Virgin has chosen this young family to protect her. Tell us all where you are headed.
Her destination is beyond these waters. In the small town of Kingsbridge, in the earldom of Shiring. There she wants to rest.
Kingsbridge?
Wait, what's the Fall Guys
Where's that?
knockoff? I may have seen it.
Make way for the Holy Virgin.
Hallelujah!
Make Robert well.
Huh?
Blessed Mary, let my daughter conceive.
Give us a good harvest.
They're donating to ask for her blessing.
Oh. The weeping Madonna shall hear your prayer. And with your donations, I shall build her a new shrine at Kingsbridge, a cathedral.
It's you.
Oh.
Who do you mean?
You. The red-haired ghost.
Me? A ghost?
My husband is very much alive. I've known him since he was 12 years old.
But he drowned. By God, you drowned. 24 years ago. On the White Ship. My
son. My Jacques.
His name was Jacques.
Jacques Cherbourg.
Jack. Cherbourg.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Does this wait? Is his father like a big deal or something like that? Oh, he finally found his family. The family. You try not to think about your upcoming journey on the ship to Normandy. You followed the coachman's advice and ran into a dead end in Barfleur. You know, your baby fell seriously ill, but you both managed to survive. Wait! Is there a way for the baby to die? The baby could have died? Oh my god. Oh boy. You helped another pilgrim along the way of St. James. Snuck into Rashid's secret archive. You stole Jack's slingshot from Rashid. I wanted to give it back to them. You found Jack in Paris. You decided to go back to Kingsbridge. You saved a jongleur from a lynch mob. You met Jack's grandmother and finally learned about the fate of his father. So he was... So if we know about the ship, the white ship, that thing like sinked. So he wasn't really like a I don't remember what the version his mom told him, but I thought that he was like accused of a crime, and he got not like he got executed. I thought that's what it happened, but apparently he drowned. I don't know. Oh, the story is very interesting. It's I'll be honest, it's very very slow pace, so it'll take more than a few streams to go through this game. It's very, very, very slow pace. Like, we spent 1 hour just this one chapter. Like, more than 1 hour. Like 1 hour 30 minutes, just one chapter. It's ridiculous. But it's based on Ken Follett's like a series of books, so I'm not surprised. Oh, it's our boy! It's our boy the monk.
So much has grown. But there are no roots, no herbs.
Ah, yeah, the whole thing is destroyed.
What are you looking at, Jonathan?
The garden is in disorder. I want it to be right again, but I don't know how to do it.
What happened to the builder family?
Before I became prior, I thought the same about Kingsbridge.
Well, what did you do?
I cleaned up.
Where do we start?
We need to sow something from which new life can grow.
But I've got nothing to sow.
When we are done preparing the soil, I will fetch something for you.
A seed to plant?
Yes, I think I know where to find one. However, this is not where we start. For plants to take root, the soil must be loose and fertile.
Oh, so we have to dig?
But it's still overgrown with weeds.
So, what can we do?
Well,
I did everything out of order.
some plants are weeds and must go before we can plant new seeds.
What are weeds?
They take away what the other plants need to grow. Light, water, room.
What do we do?
Pluck them. They look a lot like every other plant, so you need to learn how to tell them apart. Here, you see those? They're called wood sorrel. Let's pluck only those for now.
I'll do it.
If you insist. Make sure to pull out all of the thin roots.
And now what do I do?
Weed pulling is so annoying.
Now we can prepare the soil.
So, may I dig now?
My boy learning how to garden.
Done. What's next?
Stay here. I'll be right back. Now, where did you put them? Ah, here they are. You always said you wanted to plant these seeds and make a new garden, Milius?
Aww, rest in peace, Milius. Oh yeah, he did die last stream. He did die, Milius. He got killed by William and his army for no reason. That was so sad. Aww, Cuthbert and Milius. That is so sad.
What did you bring?
Do you remember Milius? A kind man with a warm smile. Well, he told me to give you this.
Wow!
William is really giving me like the bad man from Game of Thrones.
We just have to wait.
All right.
But wait, can we water?
How long?
Too long for us to keep sitting here.
That long.
Some things take time. And only with patience will you receive your reward.
Why do we have to do all these things if all we had to do is wait?
Simply
Joffrey,
waiting would not have been enough, Jonathan.
But
you just paved the
not
way
just
for things to take
Joffrey,
their
but
course.
the other guy, Ramsay.
They are happening right now.
Oh
and
my God,
in a few
Ramsay.
days' time, we will return and see
Ramsay.
the first green leaf of something new.
Oh. Is it God's reward?
Maybe.
Does he make things grow?
You made it.
No. I just planted the seed.
Now you can fetch some water from the rain barrel.
But that water's smelly. It's been there forever. There are many trees by the river. I bet that water's better.
Oh my gosh, Ramsey.
That's a longer walk, though.
I don't mind. The distance is worth it.
Maybe you're right.
Just like
It is worth it.
just when you thought
Let's
that
walk
you
together, then.
were like
But
you had
I'll
your
carry
fill
the
with
bucket.
Joffrey, just when you thought you had your fill with Joffrey, they introduced Ramsey, and it's like, okay, you managed to find worse. Good job, Game of Thrones.
Why
Good
isn't
job.
Remigius holding the sermon? What's gotten into Philip?
Where's
Our church
Somber
lies in ruins.
when we're talking about Game of Thrones?
But all of this, these dire times, have revealed something important to us.
I want to
Something
know
that
how
until-
far Somber
maybe
is
until today,
into Game of Thrones.
I wasn't aware.
Are
of.
you watching the
What do you
House
mean?
of Dragon?
You've been praying in these ruins. But you've been praying like you always did, in humbleness. We don't need a church for prayer.
Where else are we going to pray? The chapter house?
The church is where God resides.
God doesn't work in the ways we might assume. Today, Jonathan tended to our garden to make it beautiful again. And he told me of things I almost had forgotten. Good and evil are not in here
Ooh, interesting.
or out there. They are within each of us.
Oh,
God made us in his image. Thus, we carry the godly spark within us. But we have witnessed that man can have the devil in his heart as well. Prayer needs no special place, for we are his church. In our actions, he exists.
We are God's temple.
No man is closer to God than any other man. Whether you pray in church or on the streets of our
that's
towns,
a good idea, Alf. I hated when I
whether you're
binge
a man,
watch a show
woman, monk, or bishop,
and then I have to wait for the next season. I hate it.
outside. You have to see them. You've got to see the horses and the colours.
Jonathan,
Have a good night, Blue. Oh, I will listen to him.
now, what's going on?
I heard noises and I went to look.
Calm down. What happened?
But the priest said they brought a miracle.
Who? What? What priest?
Step right up, brothers and sisters. For you are about to see something that will
Oh
change
boy, that
your
church
life.
is like just
Who is
disastrous
that?
looking.
They brought us a miracle.
A miracle?
Don't be shy. There is no danger, just awe that awaits you here. Ah, you must be Prior Philip. I am Brother Reynold. I have been sent by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Here is his letter, in case you have reasonable doubts.
Wait, that thing on his head, that's just a cap. He did not actually shave his his head. He's not bald for real. What a quack. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. I do not believe monks that do not have an actual shaved head. cannot afford another streaming service, so you cannot have no choice study. Listen, I have so many streaming services. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like there are so many streaming services right now. It's like making me dizzy. We have Netflix, we have Disney Plus, we have Paramount Plus, we have Prime Video, we have HBO Max, and also Peacock apparently. How many more do you want? Oh my gosh, they are just producing streaming services like a chicken producing eggs. At one point you gotta be like, that's enough eggs, okay? That's enough eggs. I can only eat 2 eggs in the morning. I cannot be eating 600 eggs. I'm getting sick. I don't have any more money. I mean, how am I supposed to live with all of these streaming services? Honestly, the best way to do this would be like, okay, so maybe have a group of friends and each person has a streaming service. They pay for a streaming service and we all share among each other or something like that. I share, my boyfriend pays for most streaming services. I only have to pay for Netflix and some other. I don't remember which else, but also Crave, which is a Canadian streaming service. But yeah. Oh, there's a Hulu. I forgot about Hulu. Philip of Kingsbridge, I hereby implore you to accept the grace of the Weeping Madonna, for she has chosen Kingsbridge as her shrine. After the rumors of a miracle had come to my ears, I had called for the procession to see me. I then saw it with my own eyes. She is real. I have claimed the miracle for England, and I intended to retain her in Winchester. The guardians of the Madonna had convinced me otherwise. They have come to England only to support the rebuilding of Kingsbridge. You have my blessings, King Philip of Kingsbridge. I expect you to restore your priory to be worthy of the Holy Madonna. Oh, this is it's the toy.
We've been charged to accompany the Weeping Madonna. She is to replace the loss of your relic, Saint Adolphus the Martyr, who was taken from you, I hear, with brute force.
What?
On her travel from far away Africa, she has collected donations to reward Kingsbridge for your faith in her and in the Lord.
I can't believe this. What is all this?
You do believe. That is why she came. And that is why you shall witness her miracle for yourself today. The Weeping Madonna came to me in a faraway land named Africa. A baptized Saracen was her former guardian. And I and the custodians of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take her on a journey.
Baptized? A Saracen? What country did you say you came from?
Lazy. That's my
We have
excuse.
traveled all the way from a place of wonders too marvelous to behold. The faraway land of Africa.
Africa has many countries, I've heard.
Yes,
the
it
country of
does.
Africa.
I knew not her powers or destination. Nevertheless, I carried her for many miles.
What's it like in Africa?
The sun is always shining, and miracles happen every day. It's a land of great deserts, fig trees, and creatures that an Englishman can't even dream up.
Like these horses. Are they horses?
They are not. To you, they might resemble horses, but the name the Africans have for these creatures is impossible to pronounce, even for me. Many bore witness to her miracle before it dawned upon me.
You mentioned there were fig trees in Africa. What are they?
It's a fruit, of course. It looks like a strawberry and tastes like a pear.
The scripture mentions these figs, and they sound nothing like that. Why is that?
No two apples look or taste alike. The same goes for figs, and doubly so.
I'm getting the impression that this man has never even been to Africa. But why would he lie?
But I wondered, what shrine should be her shelter? This time, it was the Madonna herself who answered my questions.
You recognize these two?
Don't interrupt. She said, "You shall build me a new church." So we set off, with the blessing of Archbishop Theobald of Canterbury.
Do you speak English?
No English, no campandare, no.
Oh, what's this? I think you might have stepped into horse dung.
What? Where?
No English, is it?
Just un poco, si.
Could you talk to this man, Martha?
Yes, it's strange. He was quite talkative just a moment ago. He told me he was from Damascus in Africa.
Isn't Damascus in Arabia?
There's one in Africa too, I'm sure.
Why are you pretending you can't speak English?
No inglese, melada.
And along
That was
the
so
road,
funny.
from Paris, across Normandy.
My dear people.
Oh, I'm so excited to see a true miracle. Did you hear that? The Madonna has chosen us.
She's come
Oh,
all
have
the
you
way
seen
from
the little
Africa.
baby? The little baby over there. Have you seen him?
And all the way to Kingsbridge.
I'm in the back of the car.
Christians.
Check out the baby. Oh, look
This
at the baby!
of Kingsbridge. The Weeping Madonna has chosen you, all of you.
Baby. Oh, hi.
And I will tell you again. She is a true
I
miracle
am Philip.
that will change
Who are
your
you,
life
young man?
as she changed mine. Many bore
Why are you
witness to
hiding?
her miracle before it dawned upon me.
That's not fit for a
She
shrine.
wanted to go home. When it came to me in a
Okay,
dream.
so I guess I
It
gotta
was
leave now.
Kingsbridge. You must wonder, why was Kingsbridge chosen to be the home of the Holy Virgin? Can you feel it? Brothers and sisters, you are about to witness a miracle. The Madonna knows how you have suffered. The Virgin Mother had to witness the rise and fall of her Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, and never stopped believing. Kingsbridge has endured many hardships.
They closed the
Prior
roof.
James left you before
now
his
she's gonna
time when
leave.
you needed him the most. Your old cathedral was burned to the ground.
How do you know this?
And your new one collapsed even before construction was finished. You have suffered the ruthless destruction of your market, homes, and lives.
Dada!
All of you have lost husbands, wives, and children, family and friends.
Dada!
All of you know how it is to be hungry and afraid.
Jack. Aliena.
Philip.
But this is...
A miracle, isn't it? Or something along those lines.
But how?
We thought it was time to give Tommy a home.
The boy? Your boy?
Well, Philip? Do you recognize him? Our little Tommy?
Tommy? But... It's been almost 3 years since I last saw you, Jack. Where on earth did you find him?
I'd almost given up looking for him. Then Tommy found him.
And you decided to come back?
Well, this is our home, after all.
Then what on earth is all this? This miracle?
With the Madonna, we were able to collect donations for your priory and for Kingsbridge.
Really?
We can start anew. We can rebuild the cathedral.
What's the catch?
I'll get to be master builder.
Why?
I've studied the cathedrals, churches, and houses they build in France and Spain. I saw how different their constructions were, with new shapes, colors, and ideas. Oh, you should have seen it. They combined rib vaulting and pointed arches. I want to do that. That's why.
Why here?
Because this is home.
The townspeople probably think that's enough to build a whole cathedral. But to me, it looks like about £100. You know, that won't even pay for a year's work.
Like all of this, it's a symbol. Enough for a fresh start.
And the Madonna will stay here. Kingsbridge will attract visitors and donations again.
You mean I should be thankful for these lies and tricks?
Yeah. Why not?
Jack! Aliena! You came back!
We wanted to see you, little sister.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But look at you! And the little one!
Tommy.
How are the others?
Alfred left Kingsbridge. Catface shows up every now and then. And Ellen returned to the forest.
We need to visit her.
Father lives with her now.
What's wrong, Mother?
I'm glad you're back.
I am too. Very glad.
She looks like she's about to cry.
She will weep for your suffering, Kingsbridge. She knows your pain.
What now?
The miracle!
Her eyes are wet.
Look, God.
They're shining.
She cannot hold her tears any longer.
She is made of wood. It's impossible.
Why are you weeping?
She's mute ever since her husband died.
The Madonna has suffered as I have. She understands.
Oh my gosh, another miracle? Woo! Damn! The redheads are bringing it.
It seems through her faith in all of your lies, Mary has found a miracle. We can't keep trying to repair Kingsbridge by ourselves. Things are not improving. We're struggling to keep things as they are.
But we can't afford to hire help.
Without farming and fairs, we're back to Prior James's time.
All these past years, my advice was good enough for you. But it appears you've changed your mind now, again.
It is time we started doing something to wake up and make Kingsbridge what it used to be. We did before, and we can do it again.
I'm not willing to accept a risk like that.
Remigius, shut up.
Don't you
You're
remember
not in
what
charge.
happened last time? My, how easily we forget.
I remember well.
And still, you put your trust into a group of random strangers to make things better. Philip, why in God's name have you stood by and let this happen? They're tricking us into giving them money for false idols.
They are giving us money.
So that we'll place this idol in our priory? Do you approve of this?
People
You know, it
need
doesn't-
hope. And these travelers are giving them hope.
It doesn't
Yes,
hurt.
it is a deception, but with good intentions. Mary speaks again. Is that not a true miracle?
You fell for them. You really did. And now you joyfully take part in their deceptions. I'm warning you. I cannot support a prior who tolerates heresy.
Your threat won't sway me. No matter how unconventional, their return and their gift are a blessing.
You made your decision, Philip of Gwynedd. And now, I make mine.
Bye, Remigius.
I resign.
Bye.
I'm leaving the priory.
Bye. Bye-bye. See you never. See ya never. Go. We won't miss you. Adios. Sayonara. Bon voyage.
You got so big, Tommy. And you're just as shy as your father was.
Don't let him fool you. Usually, he's always up to something.
We are so proud of you. Of both of you.
Is she still here?
Hmm?
Your wife, Agnes?
No. Ellen and Martha moved her to Kingsbridge. She got a proper burial this time.
Will you come back with us too?
Would you want that?
Yes. I need your help with the cathedral. Philip and I have big plans.
We'll come.
Ellen, we found Jack's family in Cherbourg.
The place he came from wasn't Cherbourg, it was Cherbourg.
Really? What were they like?
They were good people.
His grandmother said Jack looked just like him, like his father.
He does. But they never came for him or asked about him.
They thought he was dead. His ship sunk. He'd always wanted to go to England.
Have you ever heard of the White Ship?
No.
The king's family drowned.
My father was there. He was the only one who survived.
Not for long.
You told me that he was accused of stealing a chalice.
Yes. But I know he was innocent. I heard the story and had to find out what he looked like. He told me his name. I fell in love. I helped him escape. But in the end, they caught up with us.
What happened then?
They hanged him.
Oh, right.
I was there. And you were there, Jack. But you weren't born yet. He was led to the gallows. Everyone was quiet.
They wanted to keep him
People
quiet
somehow
about
knew
what happened
he
on
was
that
not a
ship.
thief. But I knew for sure. He told me. He was so afraid. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die. And I prayed. Then I heard his voice. Quiet.
Than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark his freedom never.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
You said that 3 men were responsible for Father's death.
Who were they?
Oh, we gotta get a revenge?
The Sheriff of Shiring, Percy Hamley, Prior James of Kingsbridge, and Archdeacon Waleran Bygod. They showed no mercy. Neither did I.
I curse you! All of you! He will return to haunt you! One day, you will be judged for what you did. Your houses shall be consumed by fire. Your life shall end in pain and agony.
Wait, I recognize the guy in the
You shall grow
middle.
old in sadness and regret.
I recognize the guy in the middle. It's Prior. So that was Prior James.
The people they killed will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My brain just like popped. I
We
was like,
welcome our new prior, Remigius.
okay, I'm gonna keep this
He
in
helped
mind.
to recover the bones
I
of
don't
the
want to,
Saint of
like,
Kingsbridge, Adolphus, from the
talk on
hands
top
of
of it.
thieves. Adolphus already rests safely in this great cathedral of Shiring. Our master builder Alfred promised me that it will only be a matter of a few years until the cathedral will be finished. And the Earl of Shiring has promised to support us. But he has not done so for himself. No, the Earl is not a selfish man. His mother, Lady Hamley, is sick. More and more, I feel the whole of England is suffering from a sickness. The sickness of war, poverty, and most of all, heathen beliefs. I have spoken to God. I asked him, begged him to walk amongst us, to heal us. But God told me that only when this great cathedral is finished will he have a temple to reside in. No matter the cost, this shall be a towering castle to protect us from evil and false beliefs. With this cathedral, we will bring an end to the dark times.
Waleran Bygod.
Jack, what are you doing here?
My father died by your hands, Waleran. His name was Jacques Cherbourg.
How dare you talk to the bishop like that?
He died right here!
Who are you?
I know that man. He's that bastard from Kingsbridge.
That man is my husband.
You?
All of you, listen to what we have to say. From now on, Kingsbridge is protected.
By our knights, by our walls, and by the word of the king.
So whatever you do, we will defend our town. Our market and fulling mills.
And our cathedral, which we shall rebuild.
Oh my god.
All workers are invited to come and work for us.
Oh, preposterous.
If you so much as try to bring harm to us, Bishop, we will make sure that you pay for everything you did.
Oh my gosh. Damn, they called out in public. You helped Jonathan plant a new tree. You held your first sermon in a long time. You approved the deception of the Madonna, for it gives people hope. Elena and Jack have returned to Kingsbridge. So here's the thing. Okay, so my brain, it just clicked, because the guy in the middle, the three men, the guy in the middle Like, I recognize the Percy Hamley. I recognize Wayland by God, but the man in the middle, I was like, hold on a second. He looks familiar, but I'm not sure I know who he is. And they said Prior James, right? I knew it. I knew it. He's that old fuck that was like in the tower in the cathedral when it burned down. Remember when Jack, like as a kid, he was like a little boy. He went up there and he lit a fire, so the cathedral caught on fire. There was this old man who appeared from from among the what is it called, the flames, and he saw Jack, and he said something. I don't remember what he said, but like now that I think about it, like the mom of Jack, she put a curse on them three and said that the ghost of Jack's father would come back and set fire to their houses, and that's what happened. That's what happened. The fire, like Jack, the son of the father, set fire to the cathedral, so he did come back and set fire to his house. So maybe by the end of this book, Jack will set fire to the Hamley Castle and the castle of Wayland by God and the new cathedral. Maybe that's what will happen. It will be quite poetic. But yeah, I didn't believe that Prior James died drowned in the river. Like, he was like in the church all along for some reason. But anyway, so we're gonna take a little 5-minute break. So pee break, everybody, and we will be right back. So we just finished this part right here. Let's try to finish these 3 parts tonight. Yeah, let's try to do that. If we can manage to finish until here tonight, it would be the best scenario here. Anyway, be right back.
Where are you? Tell me where you go, it's not good. Baby, that you love, but I'm fine. And now we're just head down. In my mind, wherever I go in my dreams, when I lay in my bed, I can get you out of there. I just wanna make you feel special, but I know you don't want me 'cause I'm not your type, is alright. But I'm laying inside. Yeah. I just wanna make you feel special, but I know you don't want me 'cause I'm not your type, is alright. But I'm laying inside. Your love, your love, your love, your love. But it's not a big deal, you're not special. Baby, stop thinking you're special. Your love, your love, your love, your love. But it's not a big deal, you're not special. Baby, stop thinking you're special. Where are you? Tell me where you go, it's not good. Baby, that you love, but I'm fine. And now we're just head down. In my mind, wherever I go in my dreams, when I lay in my bed, I can get you out of there. I just wanna make you feel special, but I know you don't want me 'cause I'm not your type, is alright. But I'm laying inside. Yeah. I just wanna make you feel special, but I know you don't want me 'cause I'm not your type, is alright. But I'm laying inside. Your love, your love, your love, your love. But it's not a big deal, you're not special. Baby, stop thinking you're special. Your love, your love, your love, your love. But it's not a big deal, you're not special. Baby, stop thinking you're special.
Okay, I'm back. Yay! I went to check if my sister came back so I could ask her to open the jar, the sauce jar, but she didn't. So I texted her that to open the sauce jar once she comes back. I want to make spaghetti
3
tonight.
years of drought. 3 years of hunger and poverty.
Oh my gosh.
England was brought to its knees. Only our walls had kept us safe from the bands of outlaws raiding towns and villages.
Should have stayed in France. Should have stayed in Normandy. I'm just saying. We made the
Bishop Waleran and William Hamley forced the workers to finish their cathedral in Shiring.
Of course they did.
Many
late
had
dinner.
died.
Yeah, late dinner.
The work on our own cathedral had almost come to a halt. 4 weeks the storm had raged on. It It was then that our cathedral gave up its last secret.
Oh!
And oh!
Oh!
And everything changed.
Oh my god. Ooh, what is it? What is it? Is it Prior James's long lost brother?
Tom! I told you wouldn't like the sight of this.
What is happening?
It looks
Oh!
bad. But it's not the wall I'm worried about. It's good you sent the workers home during the storm. Now do us all a favour and do the same. Go home. Your children hardly get to see you. Tommy and Sally have been asking about you all morning.
Sally? Oh my gosh. They've been going at it for a while now. So, finally, I was like, what was the name of the guy again? It's Tom Builder. It's not Bob Builder. It's Tom Builder. Lame. After their promise to Wayland to keep Kingsbridge protected, Sir Catfish and Jack have spent much time fortifying the town. Since then, William Hamley has not dared to attack the town again. Aliena, who has continued her wool business, trades mostly outside of Shiring. Most of the fleece she's trading is produced in Kingsbridge, where Jack erected 2 felting mills. Aliena and Jack have 2 children now. Tommy's already 12 years. Oh wait, it did say 10 years later, right? I missed it. I don't know why in my brain it was like, it wasn't that long ago. Tommy is 12 years old right now? Damn, that's a time jump. And Sally's 9. Martha looks after both of them while Jack and Aliena are working.
You'll kill yourself up here!
That crack down there must have been due to the storm. If the storm works, I work.
My cathedral was never designed to be this high.
I know! I reinforced the walls. It cannot be the height.
What else was damaged? I'd look myself, but I dare not come closer. If your mother knew I was up here at all, she'd kill me.
Both of us.
What?
She would kill both of us!
His walls are about to collapse. Why? What could be the cause?
The roof looks all right. One day, people will fly, like birds, sailing on the wind. Rashid told me.
Sure. Until then, stay away from the edge.
Ooh. Oh God.
Careful over there!
If we don't find out what's causing this, then the whole east wall will come down. The storm is making it worse.
If you're right. What about Aliena?
She should be on her way back from Winchester now.
Oh, I hope she's all right in this.
Yeah, I hope so too. The vaulting is cracked.
What if I use my tools on
If I make it worse, then we'll at least know what the problem is.
You're probably right.
Oh, I did it.
All right. One more time.
Oh, this is
And?
dangerous.
What happened?
If the vaulting were unstable, this part should have collapsed and the wall would retract.
So, the cause of our problem is not up here?
No.
When we erected the eastern wall 17 years ago, there was also a crack. No matter what we did, it always came back. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, I remember. But this is not the same wall. We rebuilt it.
Still, could the cause not have been the same in both cases?
Maybe.
It's the ghost. The ghost that did it.
The crypt!
Huh. How kept the whole foundation there as it was?
But it never had to carry this much weight before.
You're right. If the cause of our problem is down there, we'll find it. You go ahead.
Don't you need help?
I'll manage. Just don't tell your mother.
Are you sure?
Go on. I know you can't wait to get down there.
Neither can you. I'll just take a quick look and wait for you.
They were enraged.
Ooh,
Bishop Henry
Jonathan.
thinks that the Pope should hear about what you wrote.
I think so,
And
too.
Philip! Oh my gosh,
I
Philip
would
is
be
so
honored
old!
if he read my book.
Philip, I really am worried about you.
There is no need for you to worry, Jonathan.
You're so old now.
It is just a book.
The problem is that the people love your sermons and what you wrote, even though most of them can't read. Your book is being copied in priories all over England.
Is that not a good thing, if our message gives people hope?
In desperate times, hope can be a powerful force.
That is very true.
Well, I fear the bishops. They might come to believe you took that power from them.
Huh? Do you?
Ooh, Philip's second book. In his text, Philip suggests that we all carry a godly spark within us because God created man. And while sometimes it may seem as if God has abandoned us, God is indeed always closer to us than anything else because our soul is of divine nature. This means that man does not have to wait for salvation from the outside, but that we can all change the world around us ourselves. We can plant a seed and God in turn will make it grow. Philip's message of hope is heard in all of England and every other parts of Europe, but the church is highly critical of the text. In his first book, Philip had only criticized fake miracles. Now he seems to claim that as all men are equally divine, members of the clergy are not closer to God's glory than any other man. Criticize fake miracles. Oh my gosh, it feels so hypocritical.
Jack!
Have you been atop the cathedral during the storm?
Don't worry, Philip. The storm isn't as bad up there. Jonathan, did you and the others come directly from Winchester?
Yes, we did.
What about Aliena?
She stayed a day longer for the fleece fair. She should be on her way back now.
In this storm?
We didn't expect it to get worse.
No one did.
I am sure she'll be all right.
I need to go. I think I know why the east wall is unstable.
Yes? Why is that?
I'm not sure, but I think the answer lies down in the crypt. I should hurry before it's too late.
there's the crack.
I don't like the look of that. I don't like it one bit.
Let's go.
I better wait for Tom. I know he doesn't want to miss anything.
Why? Aw, we have to wait for real? Damn.
Now it's down here too. The first cracks are showing.
That means we were right. The cause of the instability must be down here.
The ground.
Could be.
The drought could have made it worse.
We'll find out.
Okay,
Rashid was right. People love to believe in miracles. The reason most people come to Kingsbridge now is for Philip's sermons. He tells them what they need to hear. He gives them hope.
How come they never
That
noticed
definitely
it?
wasn't here before.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't.
Oh. What if there's a
If there's dry
secret
sand
room?
behind there, we know it's the ground.
Just be careful when you work on that wall. If it's the ground and the foundation, the whole wall could cave in.
Oh, this is making me
Here we go.
nervous.
But what? I think I can feel a draft.
Oh, there's
What?
a secret room.
One more time.
Jack, watch out!
It's all right.
What is it? Dear God.
I knew it is a secret
These
room.
stones, they've been removed before.
The mortar is missing on most of them.
This is where
Whoever
Prior
put them
James
back just
was.
added some mortar on top of the stones to hide
This
the
is
fact
where
that
Prior
they were
James
removed.
was hiding.
The tile at the bottom was completely loose.
What does that mean?
I think it was an entrance.
An entrance? To where?
Let's
That's
go
what
now.
we'll find out.
Let's go now.
Careful now.
I love secret passageways.
You've got the whole east wall on top of you. Jack?
Jack?
I'm all right. I just hit my head. It's dark in here.
There's a whole room here. A chamber.
What's that? I'll get a torch.
Philip, I'll get it. You stay here.
Is that a coffin?
Is that a coffin? Oh, there's sand everywhere. Huh? It's a bed.
What?
There's a bed in here.
What? Jonathan, we need that torch.
It's made of leather. It's a whip. What is that doing here?
It's a BDSM chamber. I should have known they were being kinky in this church. I should have known they would hide their BDSM chamber, their sex chamber in here.
That's not wood. It's metal. Gold, even.
I have the torch.
All right, come in here. Should be safe.
Yes.
You gotta know in your heart, like the priests are the kinkiest.
Did you know about this place?
No. No, I did not. I have seen this chalice before, when I was very young. It's the chalice of the Eucharist from Kingsbridge Cathedral.
The chalice they say my father stole.
They said it was stolen.
And melted down, I know. Mother told me. They also said it was my father who did it.
Did they?
So he's innocent.
Exposed. Exposed.
Must be.
And whoever hid the chalice is responsible for his death.
Prior James.
They hanged him in Shiring for stealing this chalice. But it was here all along.
That scourge. The whip. It belonged to Prior James.
I knew it. I knew it.
I was afraid of it when I first visited Kingsbridge with Francis and Abbot Peter. Even the look of it scared me.
James. Maybe it was him. I think I saw him during the night of the fire in the cathedral. When the old cathedral burned down. There was a man in the fire. His shoulders were bloody, as if he had chastised himself.
Oh, we're...
It is you! By God and the devil!
He told me that he had sinned, that he had done something to me. Perhaps because I looked like my father.
So he confessed for framing your father while he hid the cup here?
But it couldn't have been James you saw. James died weeks before the fire.
Did he? You said they never found his body. Maybe he hid down here. Maybe that's why the bed's here.
Wait. Jack, you were in the burning cathedral. What were you doing there?
It's confession time. Yeah, I'll come clean.
And then I told Philip what I'd done. He just looked at me. Didn't say anything.
It's a scourge? I mean... If you're a masochist, that's good. Like, I don't judge. I won't judge. As a child, Philip was afraid of Prior James's scourge. He first saw it when he and Abbot Peter, the man who raised him and Francis after their parents were killed, visited Kingsbridge. Years later, James decided that Philip, as now a young man, should get a chance to lead his own priory cell, St. John in the Forest. Every time Philip visited the mother house in Kingsbridge, he always remembered the day he first saw the scourge. Abbot Peter did not like the idea that pain could lead to salvation, but Prior James believed that chastising oneself was the only way to cleanse the soul from the sinful implications of the flesh. After Jack told Philip that he believed Prior James was alive the day the cathedral burned down, Philip remembered that only weeks before the choir did not dare to sing because they thought they heard someone chastising himself in the crypt. Maybe they really did hear James. Maybe James did hide in the secret room in the crypt, but why? What the heck?
Wait.
What happened to William?
What do you want?
Do you think it is wise to resign yourself to gluttony at times like these? While your people starve on the streets of Shiring?
Don't play the saint. You promise them miracles. And you make them pay. But your miracles never work out, do they?
God works in ways that we cannot comprehend.
My mother cannot walk. You failed. Again. What do you want?
I came about a book.
The Bible again.
No. Philip of Gwynedd wrote it. And the church is displeased. Bishop Henry was enraged. This is our chance, William.
Your chance, you mean? If you need forces, talk to Walter or Ugly. I don't care.
Oh yeah, there's a guy called Ugly.
I built your fucking cathedral. I'm done.
It's not just about Philip. It's about Aliena and her family.
Don't mention that name.
But have you not heard? King Stephen and Maud's son just signed a peace treaty.
I don't care.
You should care.
I said I don't. Now leave, and don't come back unless I ask for you. Where's my wife?
They've not returned yet, Lord William.
He has a wife.
Then get me a whore! Now!
Damn, well, it was nice of him to think about his wife before a whore, I guess. She's his #1! I'm kidding. Damn, not William having a wife. Poor thing. After over 15 years of civil war, the battle between Stephen and Maud, England was more divided than ever. After a final confrontation at Wallingford, Empress Maud's son Henry II and Stephen arranged a truce. The treaty was later signed in Winchester and Westminster. According to the treaty, Stephen will remain king until his death and then be succeeded by Henry II. The treaty further states that all decisions regarding land which were made during Stephen's reign are immediately reverted and restored to the time of King Henry I. Oh. This means that the earldom of Shiring again belongs to the heirs of Bartholomew and not the Hamleys. But who would dare to go against William Hamley? Oh my god! Well, that's really big. That's really big. Waylorin by God came and tried to let him know that, hey, so this little kingdom that you have right here, it doesn't belong to your family anymore. It belongs to Aliena's family. So yeah, you need to go. But he was like, I don't care. He's not listening. He's Joffrey. He's Game of Thrones Joffrey. She still looks young, like a hot mama. She's like a hot mama. Oh boy. Whoa, can I go in this house? I don't know, it doesn't look like I can. Oh, this guy in the corner, I don't like it.
I am sorry for intruding, but I must ask you for shelter. I was on my way from the Fleece Fair in Winchester to Kingsbridge and got caught in the storm.
Nasty, isn't it?
Yes. And it's getting worse and worse. Thank you for your hospitality.
Don't trust them. Don't trust them.
Someone, help me! Please! I need help!
Oh. Wait.
I'm hurt!
Wait, where's she?
Didn't you hear that? Excuse me, haven't you heard it too?
This guy, I don't trust this guy. Where?
Doesn't anyone want to go and see what that was?
I'm out here!
Don't you hear it?
Okay, well.
Can't anyone hear me?
This. Who's crying? That's
Hello?
A bird?
Oh dear, are you hurt?
It looked like a bird. Hurry!
My horse! It fell! I can't move!
Take my hand! We'll get you inside!
Damn, nobody cared.
We'll only be here until it's safe to leave. We won't bother you. I'm Aliena. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Oh, is she the wife of
Please,
William?
Elizabeth, you're safe now.
Twist.
Mm-hmm.
She took her.
Should have let her die. We would all be better off without someone like her.
Okay. I need
She's
tea.
avoiding eye contact.
Oh, I need a tea. Give me the tea.
I hope the storm spares your homes and fields.
If only we had that much left.
We still have our lives.
And our dignity.
You still have yours.
Don't like this.
Why do people hate you?
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die. People don't listen to me. My entourage didn't even notice they lost me.
Who?
My husband and his entourage.
A fine husband you have. I divorced my last one for less than that.
Divorced?
Oh, yeah.
He's just been beside himself ever since his mother.
Maybe now you'll understand what loss feels like. And what you people are doing to us.
Stop bullying her! Can't you see she's upset? How do they know you? This isn't right.
Oh, I'm used to it. I guess that's how it is when your husband holds an office like that. He has to do a lot of things people don't like. And sometimes they recognize me, too.
Wait. Is your husband the Earl of Shiring?
I thought you knew.
William Hamley.
Oh.
Oh, please don't abandon me too.
Oh, but I will.
I swear, I'm not. I can't.
I used to know him when I was a girl.
Really?
Why did you marry him?
My parents arranged it. And it was an honor to be picked.
What's he like now?
I loathe him with all my heart. How do you know him?
He's a pig.
He wanted to marry me when I was your age. Apparently he likes young girls, no matter how old he gets.
Ew.
You too were supposed to marry him.
Bruh. Ew.
How come you didn't?
He was a beast. So I refused.
You refused him?
What?
It
You can
caused
say no?
A lot of misery.
You can say no?
You're so courageous. I wish I was like you. I can't even stand up to the servants.
Oh yeah, it's a very
Don't
funny
act
situation.
like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country to raid, rape and kill.
I'm sorry.
He's no earl. After all he's taken from us, we should take something from him too.
Uh-oh.
She has nothing to do with this. Don't you dare touch her. Can't you see she's another one of his victims?
Oh, give over. She's in on it too.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley? The abuse and the humiliation every single day. I'm so sorry.
I'm crying because you know too.
Enough to know your pain.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
Tom, where the hell am I supposed to tether this horse?
Oh, Walter.
It's Walter. He's looking for me.
Come with me to Kingsbridge. People will take care of you there.
That should do it.
Walter.
You? I've not seen you in a long time. William would be very pleased if I brought him your head.
No! Don't harm her. If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. She saved me from the storm.
Did she now? Come on, we have to get back to the castle. We've lost too much time already.
Elizabeth stays with me.
No, she doesn't.
Thank you for saving me and protecting me from these people.
Come on now, we need to get going. William is waiting.
Dang it. I should have gave her the sword. Poor thing. Was it my rejection that bittered William to the prospect of marriage for the years that followed? Was that the reason he married so late? After I met Elizabeth first, met Elizabeth, I later found out that she was a daughter of Harold of Weymouth, a wealthy knight and a supporter of Stephen. Elizabeth was only 14 at the time of the wedding. Ew.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is
Bishop
really embarrassing.
Warren wed them in the Cathedral of Shiring, and everyone of importance was invited to the large feast. Elizabeth is a gentle girl who probably felt honored to be chosen to become the Earl's wife. I dare not imagine how William treated her. One more reason to finally put an end to all of this. Nice, nice. You found a secret chamber underneath Kingsbridge Cathedral. You confessed to Philip that you burned down the cathedral. Follett's book is strongly criticized by the church. The war between Empress Maud and King Stephen has ended. You found Elizabeth only after you entered the hut. You kept quiet when Walter entered the hut. What? I did not keep quiet. I said she was staying with me. Why is it saying that I kept quiet? Oh hell no, game. Oh hell no. I said something, okay? Don't you dare, game. Don't you dare. Okay, I will do one more chapter. Or a chapter and a half. Or like a half of a chapter, I mean. The audacity of this game to say that I didn't say anything.
The letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. But only you know what my words in those letters amount to. It is different with the book I have written. It has found its way into priories throughout England and beyond. Because of my book, I may have to talk to Bishop Henry. But that is not the only thing that keeps me awake tonight. Behind a wall in our crypt, Jack discovered a hidden room. We do not know who built it. But it is likely that Prior James hid there, even after he was said to have drowned. That means he was alive when we met in Kingsbridge on New Year's Day, the day of his burial. And Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if so, did he burn in the fire that night? The dust storm and the drought are taking their toll on all of us. Thanks to our town wall, we are safe from the Earl and the outlaws. We've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe the attackers were William Hamley's men. We have enough food to last us another few weeks. But life has come to a halt. Martha believes there will be rain soon. That the storm is only a harbinger of rain. I hope that she is right. Jonathan worries about my book. The Divine Soul. In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive enough to pretend I do not know why. I wrote that hope is godly, and since God made each of us, hope and salvation are only to be found within ourselves. Henry sells hope, and I am giving it away for free. If the church should ask me to clarify my position, of course I shall do so. But I feel I must give our people what they need in these desperate times. And how could I write anything else if this is what I truly believe?
I like the sound like of the feather going into the ink jar. It's very ASMR.
It must be well after midnight. With you, I can be honest about what truly troubles me. Jack told me that he was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge. I know that it was a long time ago. He told me he set fire to the roof because he had heard monks were bad people. And I don't think Tom knew either.
My God. Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! Adolphus! The saint! We must save him! No! Don't go!
Did anybody die in that fire except for Briar James?
And as horrible as it may sound, I cannot find it in my heart just now to forgive Jack. Maybe because this confession comes too late. And from a man who I have learned to trust.
Damn,
This
Philip.
is the truth.
It was just a kid. He was just a kid. He didn't have any reason to
I should get some air, Francis.
to like confess to you until
The storm
now.
has settled down.
Oh well.
I know them by heart. But Jonathan insisted we keep them. I don't like to indulge in my own writings. Jack is still working. He always is. Later. I need time to think.
Okay. So this way is to go. Okay.
A magnificent cathedral. But I would have been more than content with the old one, had it not been burned to the ground.
Damn.
If James died in that fire, then what happened to his remains?
Philip
he was
is
never properly buried.
Philip is salty
And
about
that
it.
is Jack's fault.
Damn, Philip is like is really not feeling Jack right now. Damn.
Hello? I thought I saw someone.
That was weird. Is this a horror game? Did I switch to a horror game?
That came from the kitchen.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too. Maybe Aliena came back.
No. No, she's asleep. She returned a few hours ago. Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes, I think you're right.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead.
Oh, hi. Friendly neighbors, how are you doing?
There's someone in here.
Outlaws. They are probably just after food. I will talk to them. All right.
I don't know, they don't seem to be digging for food right now.
Please. Listen.
Oh.
We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh no! I fucked up!
Philip!
It's the end, people. Stream is over. We messed up. This is the end of the game. Bye. Damn. Just because I don't have I can't choose my timing. Damn.
Please. Listen.
I kept messing it up.
We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
Oh my gosh. Thank God. Oh my gosh, thank God.
Ah! Jack, no! It's him. Brother Marcus.
Who?
Brother Marcus?
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out. And he left. We never saw him again.
Oh, it's it.
Looks like he came back.
Is he still alive or is he dead?
You didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but...
What about him?
Don't be afraid.
Ah!
Oh my God!
Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child. Just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge. Just a child.
Really? That's what it took
Who was
for
I
you?
to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done?
This.
I had never told his wife, Aliena,
This is the
that
whole
I was
takeaway,
responsible
Philip?
for her fate, and for her father's. Even that
Yeah,
night,
hypocrite.
when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
Right, the cojones. I was like, isn't Philip being a bit
The walls of
harsh?
Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
So, Kingsbridge was attacked, and you two twigs were our only defense.
Why didn't Catman chase them away?
Sir Catface, Sally.
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw two of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
They were just looking for food. They didn't mean any harm.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat something.
The drought it is indeed, meaning that there will be many more.
If we had a decent Earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, there's some good news at least. With the Treaty of Wallingford finally signed, William won't remain Earl forever.
What treaty? Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
Meaning that the earldom will go to the next male heir of Lady Aliena's family. That would be you, Tommy.
What?
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell. Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
We have to stay strong, steadfast. We only have to wait until Hamley is stripped of power, right?
That would take too long. Many more will starve or die by his sword.
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too many to feed them all.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
True. But last night, it wasn't that Hamley boy who attacked us. It was a bunch of thieving bastards.
Well, what do we do about it?
They too are victims. We must show compassion. If we defend Kingsbridge, we must cause as little harm as possible, or better, help as many as possible.
Things will only get worse if we don't find a way to deal with Hamley.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a say in Earl's Castle.
Yes, let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical
I
confrontation
love
at
how
all.
the children are like in
Speak to that
in the
wench,
like
I'd
discussion.
rather let my blade do the talking. I say it's time we took back your father's castle by force. Even if I'd have to lead an army of outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So, what do you think, Aliena?
Oh, please don't let it be a timed. Okay, thank God. I will talk to the outlaws. I will make an
talk to
army.
the outlaws. Maybe we can find someone who can speak on their behalf. And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother's right, boy. And too many gingers showing up at their cave might make them suspicious.
Oh my gosh. Am I turning to Daenerys Targaryen? I'm turning into Daenerys Targaryen. Raising an army and marching down on William Hamley to reclaim my rightful house. I'm telling you, this is Game of Thrones, I'm telling
Shiring were
you.
fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the road, broken and starving. Shiring was riddled with death and despair. I'd heard that Wigley had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. But Calford, on the other hand, had a recent falling out with William Hamley. There was a chance that they would be quick to join our resistance.
Let's go there. It's on the way.
We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind all grain from the nearby villages. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller and had taken every last bag of flour belonging to the starving people of Calford. Many had fled into the forest, desperate for their lives.
Wow. Trash. Wait. Is it here?
As we reached Wigley, we met a farmer tending to a scrawny chicken. She told us that Hamley had claimed ownership of all their cattle. Shortly after that, the cattle vanished. Raiders had taken it, throwing William Hamley into a fit of rage. Some say they recognized the thieves, neighbors who had once lived among them. They were long believed to be among the dead. Were we really building our hopes on a pack of ghosts?
What? Going to Shiring? Because...
On the road to Shiring, a shrouded figure jumped into our path. It was an outlaw. Fumbling a blunt sword once fit for a knight, he demanded our horses and coin. Sir Catface calmly pulled out his own sword, shutting the man up immediately. I asked whether they, the outlaws, had a kind of leader I could speak to. His face said it all. A confused, furrowed brow and a wrinkled nose. "We have no leader, we're on our own," he spat out, then ran away as fast as he could.
Dang it.
Shiring had been declining for years. Only the cathedral had been growing day by day, looming over the lands. That cathedral seemed to be sucking the land dry. Its presence was malevolent, like a bad omen. To fund the construction, Hamley had expelled countless tenants who were behind on their payments, taking their possessions. This made the impact of the famine even worse than it already was. I'd been to Monksfield before. It was where I'd met Elizabeth, sheltering from the storm. Despite its few inhabitants, it had been a fairly large community with the best soil in the region. Now it was very much abandoned, its farmhouses raided and empty. There was nothing for us here. We needed a better lead for finding the outlaws.
Wow, we've been like all over the place.
The fields of Huntly spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport and sell the farmer's wool. Now, the meadows had turned to straw, and the sheep were dead. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut. Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then, I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us, and the horrible sounds he'd made lying there. Inside the hut, I was startled by a hunched figure hiding in a corner, nibbling on a lump of bread. Upon seeing us, the creature's eyes widened, like those of a frightened animal. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher, he blurted out, startled by his own voice. Mistaking our interest for greed, he wolfed down the rest of the bread. Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher. Was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted and feared? Maybe we could find him at the quarry the man had mentioned.
Oh, we have to go all the way back. God damn.
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling a stew from meat and turnips. It was plain to see that these people weren't held together by blood or profession, but by hunger and desperation. And by their numbers, I thought, that could make them quite dangerous. Were these outlaws?
Oh, well,
the outlaws were using a moss-covered cave and little huts as shelter. Through the cave entrance, we could see stacked crates of goods, most likely stolen. The outlaws were of varying ages and seemed almost peaceful in their little haven. Suddenly, we were startled by a shout. "Who are you?" a boy demanded with anger in his eyes. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. Others were full of hatred and contempt. "We're not here to hurt you," I explained. "We just want to talk." "Where can I find the butcher?" I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher was still in Monksfield, but that meat would come every couple of days. I said that wouldn't be a problem, not knowing what they meant. It looked like our path would lead us back to Monksfield.
Oh, where? Oh my gosh. Really? Okay. We really did like travel all around the world, god damn.
We're looking for the butcher.
The butcher of Monksfield has long since moved away.
Damn.
No need for cursing, young man. If you bring me an animal, I can prepare it for you.
Do people call you the butcher then?
Why'd you ask? What do you want?
Do you have a lot of outlaws passing by?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have been failed by the law and our leaders. Don't you agree?
I asked because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right again.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's Castle and kill Earl William Hamley.
Oh my. If it was that easy, someone would have done that a long time ago. The poor souls I meet, they're just simple people. They're not an army.
One of their own should lead them. Like you. You seem to take great care of your people.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
Right.
She speaks true. It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time we saw you here, you were with that young woman. She was freezing, But you didn't care enough to help her.
What?
Why would you show more kindness towards a group of dirty and unfriendly bastards if you can't?
Well, the hypocrisy! Look at the hypocrisy! I did try to help her. What the
But
fuck,
that was
Gabe?
William's wife. It was good that she didn't pander to her.
Aye, suited her right.
My people seem to trust you. But why should they put their lives at risk? You are not like us.
Right.
Aye.
Oh my gosh, this game is starting to piss me off. I did speak up.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty. But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty, hunger, and illness. Who are you to think you can face William Hamley?
Yeah.
You! Who do you think you are?
I am the rightful heir to the Earl of Shiring. I've been born and raised for this, and will raise my son in the same manner.
You think that makes you better than us? William Hamley is Earl too.
We won't bow to the current Earl, and neither will we bow to you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not winning them over.
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause, these people will die.
We too will make the same sacrifices. I only ask of you what I myself am willing to give. If anything happens to you, it will also happen to me.
You have noble principles, I see.
Yeah.
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 I said it before. We all have lost everything, except for our lives. We don't fight other people's battles.
But maybe this is our battle too.
My people will decide for themselves. But I will tell them that I believe that it is indeed a battle worth fighting.
Damn, okay.
I thank you.
I pray that it will be worth it.
We will all pray, and then we fight.
Vox Populi. Hell yeah, we did it. We managed to convince them. I think there was a way for it to fail. The first outlaws have made their ways to Kingsbridge. Your former novice brother Marcus was one of the outlaws. You have a chance to take back the Earl Castle and to fulfill your oath. You found the leader of the outlaws. You made no promises regarding the safety of the outlaws if they choose to attack. The outlaws agreed to fight for you. Hell yeah!
And so, after 17 years, I finally returned to the place I'd once called home.
17 years! Oh my god!
There was a small army of famished outlaws hiding in the surrounding woods waiting for my signal to attack. Led by my loyal knight, Sir Catface. But I had to be sure that Elizabeth was safe. The poor girl who in my stead had been doomed to become William Hamley's wife.
Only 3 more chapters to go. Next time, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna read this first before we end the stream. Originally, the father of Earl Bartholomew ordered to build a castle a few miles outside the market town of Shiring, which was meant to serve as the seat of the town's earl. That area, including a small village, the surrounding, and the building itself, is now known as Earl Castle. The castle had mainly served as the living quarters for the Earl's family, but its defenses have rarely been used. After Earl's Castle has been violently seized by the Hamleys, all the other inhabitants were driven from the estate. Nowadays, Earl's Castle is a name to be feared. Ever since the Cathedral of Shiring was finished, William Hamley has become more disgruntled. Some believe he has lost his faith and only lives to satisfy his own greed and hunger by stealing from starving peasants.
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your dues to Lord Hamley here. So no pushing.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at all these bodies.
Why does Lord Hamley need all that food?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Hamley. There you go.
He's got more than enough.
Shut it. Smear your face with dung and lower your head. It's the only way you get out of here alive. It's no coincidence that Hamley always asks for women to bring the tributes.
Oh, shut up.
What is happening? Oh my gosh. It kept going. They just kept going. Anyway, this is gonna be it for tonight. Thank you so much for everybody who came in and kept me company. It was really nice. We're very close. One more stream and we're gonna be done with this game. They should be working, but they're just hanging around. Somber! Oh my gosh, that was dark. Yo, that was dark. Dark humor. Oh my gosh, y'all, jail. Oh my gosh, no, we're not an Ella stream. I cannot send you to jail. But if I could, I would send you to jail. Let me see who is... Oh, I know who I'm going to send y'all to. Sparkly Kiss is playing Jenny the Clue right now, so I'm going to raid Sparkly Kiss. Make sure to give them a proper hi, follow, how are you doing, you know? And yeah, thank you so much for everybody who joined in tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to be continuing the Greatest Attorney Chronicles. I'm really excited about it. I really love Ace Attorney. Can't wait to continue. So yeah, if you're going in with the raid and going to go and say hi to Sparkly Kiss, consider copy pasting one of these raid messages. It's up to you. You don't have to. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And I don't know if it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday, but most probably Tuesday I will finish Immortality. And after that I will be gone, so I won't be streaming on Wednesday and I won't be streaming the next Saturday because I will be in Vermont again. So anyway, thank you so much everybody for coming in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Present for me. Oh!